He had to fight him. So the fight that you have to do is not necessarily physical fight, but you have to try the Spirit by the Spirit. That's what's up. So that's why I'm sharing with you this. I'm going to bring the brother up, and he's going to close us out. We got to 4:45. Come on, brother. You want to finish us off? Sure. Okay. So I'm just saying, for me, I really appreciate all of y'all being here. Again, I want to bring up the sheep. And just remember, you know, invite people out. This is where we throw down. This is where big boys, big girls hang out. This hangout stuff. This is truly adaptation. You know what I'm saying? See, we can sound deep around each other. Right. That's good. That's deep here. Oh, that's deep. But then you got people outside there that are sharp, well-studied. How are you going to fare when they come and ask you a question? How many chromosomes do you have in your body? Ooh! How many nerve endings do you have in the hand?
I don't know.
You have 72. 72 and 72 is 144. That's the 144,000 that will make it if they form unity. Go ahead, Mom.
Yeah, let's get more props on that. Don't take it for granted. This is the school, or this is not like a formal type of school, but it's a schooling atmosphere, a schooling environment, where we can teach ourselves, where we can raise ourselves up with our own approval. We don't have to look outside of ourselves to be approved of. And when we know that the things that we're teaching each other
come on now,
are much older than any of us in here, just by virtue of just teaching alone, period. We got the best of both worlds, because we have been masters of being ignorant. So like it is. And for the part that wisdom plays in our lives, we don't have a whole lot of that experience. I know I'm felt it. But we got a lot of experience. And a variety of things. So we got experience. Now, I've got a few talents myself. A couple skills on the side. Just from desiring to know what makes something tick, how to do this, how do you do that, how is it useful in society, how you function with it, how are you going to help me, how are you going to help me help somebody else. All of these are the connecting points around a circle that cause us to experience ourselves. We haven't really experienced ourselves. And it takes different reflections of the same consciousness to verify that it's true. If nobody else in this room, you in here by yourself, how could you know that you were seeing?
that you what?
That you were seeing. Now, I'm tying that right back into what the brother just illustrated. Because of tones, vibrations, and what's called in the Korean gospel the origin of evil. By the application or misapplication of colors, tones, and forms. Now, There are only 7 colors. Everything else are shades. Everything. And anything other than that depends on the absence of light or the inclusion of light. So you get from light to dark in terms of the variety of shades, the mixture. And I learned this in that must have been elementary school. We learned about the watercolors. One color we were out of. We had to find a way to mix some colors to make a color. So it's the same thing in this chemistry with life, relationships, jobs in relation to what job applies better to certain people's skill set. The guy who is a farmer might not think that his work would be important to the shoemaker. I'll just read that. But I can relate to it on the grounds that before we had plastic, rubber, we were using leather, and trees. The bark between the lining of the tree, the lining between the bark and the tree itself, we were using some of that for clothes, shoes, and to make certain other artifacts. So the relationship between what's agriculturally may be taken for waste by some of us in the unconscious state of mind, actually could be cloned over here. Now there's an industry out there more consciously aware of hemp. The product that's being made from hemp. It's always been called hemp. In some circles it has a few other names. But we'll say hemp for the service of the context of agriculture. Because once the staple is gone, the stalk is left.
Okay.
It's paper, belt, material, fabrics, textiles that can be recycled from these articles, from this hemp. So, I'm saying that to say that most of these industries are connected. They might not project themselves into the economy that way, because if they did, we would learn a lot more than we have been accustomed to learning at the rate that we learn. At the rate that we learn, we're not really learning a lot. You know, especially as receptive as the mind is, to only be using 10% of our brain power. I just find it to be real phenomenal. You know, because like we started with, I guess that would be a good reason why the clearest human knowledge would be for cloudless and fire. Because we don't really know nothing. We don't really know nothing. Not really. And for all that we think we do know, we can be pulled up and challenged on it, and you know, and it doesn't have to be by another master from across the universe. There she go right there.
There she go.
Yeah, you know, when you were saying do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, so was she.
Yeah.
And then when you didn't say do, and you went back to it, she turned around and see what your problem was. Because she was following along with you.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, that's innocence. But that's also the epitome of wisdom.
Yeah.
Of course, we can't really turn the clock back on that, because it ain't like we can regenerate this flesh.